Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. So I finally checked out the Resident Evil Village demo, which is a PlayStation 5 exclusive demo. If you have a PS5, you will be able to log on, download the demo from the PlayStation Store, and check it out. So Resident Evil Village is coming out in May, just a few months from now. I'm actually pretty excited for it. The last Resident Evil game that came out, Resident Evil 7, scared the living bejesus out of me. So Resident Evil Village will be a direct sequel to Resident Evil 7. You will be playing as a main character from Resident Evil 7. But in this demo, it is kind of like a prequel. I'm pretty certain that this game demo takes place several years before the events of Resident Evil Village. In fact, it's not even revealed who exactly you're playing as. The title of the game is called Maiden. You find yourself in a dungeon at the opening of it, and I gotta say, immediately I was impressed with how the game looked. Just being in the dark, listening to everything. I played with headphones on, and you could just hear like little noises in the distance, little like animal-like growls and footsteps and water dripping. It was absolutely insane with how atmospheric this dungeon was. So you find out quickly that you need to escape the dungeon and make your way out of the house. You find little letters on the way that people leave you. Typical Resident Evil style, you have to find certain tools to open up gates, like keys and bolt cutters and valve handles and things like that. Typical classic old school Resident Evil as far as that goes. Now this is another first person type of Resident Evil game. Just like Resident Evil 7, you don't really see your protagonist. It seems that they moved on from the days of having a third-person view. I'm okay with that. It really immerses yourself into the game. And I gotta say, they definitely made a lot of improvements from just the Resident Evil 7 game and the demos from Resident Evil 7 in itself. This game just feels a lot more, I guess I would say, less closed in. Being in the environment of Resident Evil 7, it felt like you were in a house with hallways, and it didn't feel too scary enough. I think the scariest thing about Resident Evil 7 was that the dad of the family was following you around, and that was about it. But this one, you are legitimately creeped out because of what the environment looks like and just how open it feels and the attention to detail that they had. Like I said, the noise, hearing different noises in the distance and stuff, I really felt like something was down in the dungeon with me. And then the attention to detail, seeing different dead bodies hanging and torture devices and stuff was neat. But that was just the first part of the demo. Once you make your way out, you find yourself in some kind of mansion that just looks amazing, like gothic imagery. You can look at the decorations and the furniture, and just overall you'll see goblets that have blood in them, and it just has a real gothic imagery to it. You'll find some statues of head bust, and the door that you have to find the missing eyeball for just looks creepy, and I was like, wow. So definitely they hit the nail on the head. Now unfortunately, this is a visual demo that they have it touted as. There's no combat, so you don't find any knives, you don't find any guns, you don't shoot anything, there's no enemies. That was one thing that kind of calmed me down a little bit with the demo. I was like, alright, I'm not gonna die, there's no combat, there's no way to die in the game. I gotta say, I jump scared very easily, but I did take advantage of it, and I looked around at every nook and cranny of this game, and I gotta say, for a visual demo, they did a great job. Now, again, there's a lot of stuff that is mysterious when it comes to this game. Reading the notes and stuff, you'll see the dates and different, interesting aspects of a backstory in the game. Again, like I said, I have a feeling this takes place way before Resident Evil Village. Kind of like with Resident Evil 7, you would find the lost videotapes, and you'll see flashback scenes that reveal a little bit more of the backstory. And on top of that, Resident Evil 7 had demos that led up to the release of the game. So this one is evidently going to be the first of many Resident Evil 8, Resident Evil Village demos coming out. This one's called Maiden. So I'm thinking that the main character is a female that eventually becomes one of these vampires. Yeah, vampires, because you see two vampires or vampire-like creatures in this demo. You encounter one who kind of spies on you in the main lobby of the mansion, and then you find the infamous one, the you know, the 1950s femme fatale looking female that almost reminds me of Lacey Evans from WWE, by the way. But she confronts you at the end of the demo, and you're introduced to her, who I have a feeling she's going to be a big part of Resident Evil Village when it comes out. And the way they introduce her, I mean, she already has a fan following. By the way, I don't know if you guys have seen the memes. There's everything weird from like people wanting her to step on you and things like that. Like, people just are really in love with this femme fatale that is showing up on the Resident Evil Village demo. And it was really short. Honestly, the length of this was just a nice little teaser. It was 15 minutes of me playing it straight through. I explored everything that was accessible. There was a few doors that weren't open, but I have a feeling the next demo we will have a different time period piece where we're able to open those doors and see further into it. And it's going to be built up a lot like the previous Resident Evil 7 demos out there, where a little piece of the whole story starts to open up and we get all the flashback and everything like that. So when the real game comes out, we're kind of familiar with certain parts of the mansion, but just enough to where we're comfortable enough with the basics and stuff. So yeah, there was no combat, no real hard puzzles. The puzzles in this one were basically just find a key to open a door. You get another key, you go back down, you open another door. It was a very straightforward and linear demo, but I will say that it definitely showcased a lot of the visual potential that this game is going to have. I feel that this is probably one of the best looking examples of the PlayStation 5's graphics at use right now, because it is, you know, a next gen game that is finally coming out eventually, that we're going to get to see and fully experience. We're not having to worry about this cross gen situation stuff like some of these earlier games. I feel that this one is going to be a lot of fun to look at once we get out into the real world and we can see like scenic stuff and, you know, the environment and things like that, like we see in the trailer. The trailer showcases so much stuff that we haven't even seen yet in this, that this made me legitimately excited. So I had a lot of fun with it. I was creeped out, but yeah, no battle. Does a great demonstration of it, and it has me excited. I'm looking forward to the next demo. Hopefully we don't wait too long. I'm thinking we're going to get one a month until the release. So maybe in February, sometime around Valentine's, we might get another one. Who knows? If you played this, let me know your thoughts on Resident Evil Village and the demo. Thanks a lot for watching as always, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.